What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this week's comics. This is the week's comics in review, and I have not been able to talk about actual comics for quite a while. It's been tough because Flash and Black Lightning are on Wednesdays, and it takes me quite a while to do my videos and edit my reviews for the Flash, and sometimes if I do Black Lightning. So I've been slacking on the comics front somewhat. However, I've been deciding that, you know what, I'm going to talk about the comics that I've read in the week and open up a discussion here in the comments, because I know there's quite a few of you subscribers who actually read physical comics each week, like myself. Or you buy them on Comixology, which is also a great way to read comics as well, which is what I read most of my comics. So first of all, let's start off with Captain America. So Captain America 698. Captain America has been on, if you haven't actually been up to date with comic books really, Captain America has been on somewhat of a redemption ever since the events of Secret Empire, which was very, very controversial. And I really did enjoy watching Comic Book University's review of this. Comic University, really cool guy. Go check him out. He's a kind of a smaller YouTuber than myself, and show him some love. I'll put the link in the description below. He reviews all of the comics. So if you want separate videos for each one of the comics reviews, then you can go check him out. But this is an interesting story here because each week we've had Cap go on a different kind of version. We've had him against Kraven the Hunter. We've had him kind of save a dam. We've had him at a parade. It's been really cool. He's been like a hard-traveling hero, so to speak, like Green Arrow, where he's been going off and solving different things each week. And, well, he has a different adventure each week. But now they're doing a weird thing. He is on a brand new storyline, and he has gone to the future, been frozen to the future, and I'm not sure I like that. This just seems too weird. The issue, the artwork was fine. It's nothing really special in my opinion. It's good, it's serviceable, and, well, I can't draw any better, so I can't really comment. But the text was very heavy speech bubbles, like very heavy on the reading and the description of what this new world, and it just feels really kind of iffy. I've not really enjoyed it. It's been quite similar to Action Comics at the moment, where we've had it Booster Gold and Clark actually go to the future, or an alternate future, where Zod is in control of Krypton, and I've not really enjoyed it that much. Maybe it's because it's a new world or whatever, but I was really enjoying him go and solve different problems out in the real world. It's not really something I've really enjoyed this issue, to be honest, and it's a bit of a shame, really. It was a fun issue, a kind of storyline, but I'm going to stick with a Cap. I've really liked Captain America comics for quite some time, so I'm going to stick with it and see where it goes next. But to be honest, I'm not sure if I'll enjoy it. I think that maybe I might skip it if the next issue doesn't really grab my attention as much as this one didn't, so to speak. Now, next up, we've got Avengers 680. So we are deep now in the Avengers No Surrender storyline, which has been really fun. Marvel Legacy has been a lot of fun, I think, so far. It's not quite DC Rebirth at all, but it's fun. I think it's been a really enjoyable experience, to be honest. And this has been a kind of huge mashup of every single Avenger, and we've seen big returns. So there are really big things going on in the world at the moment. There's huge kind of objects appearing. We've got the Black Order fighting the Avengers, and we saw Johnny Storm seemingly die. And I'm not really sure if he's actually dead or not. I can't really see that happening or staying permanent whatsoever, considering the fact that we're quite clearly going to be getting the Fantastic Four return. However, I would like to see where he's actually gone next. And we see the Voyager as well in this Valerie Vector, who looks really cool. She's like a proper throwback villain, hero. And she's a brand new hero who's been kind of sewn into the history of the Avengers. Now, I can't help but think this isn't simply just a wanting to add a new character to the Avengers. This is possibly someone messing with time or messing with something to include her in, or she's possibly going to turn heel and be a villain later on. But this was a kind of a non-issue. Now, this is, I believe it's about 16 issues. You've got the No Surrender storyline, and there will be dips. Of course there will be dips. This has been starting right out of the gate. It has been going at full speed. It's jacked up to 11. And I have enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. But this issue, just a lull. You're going to get a lull in the fight, so to speak, here. But the big thing is the return of the Hulk. So we knew he's coming back, because Marvel absolutely love to spoil their big returns. I don't know why. They love spoiling their whole events. And DC do it to some point as well. They spoiled the whole Catwoman, Batman, like, marriage thing, which was a real shame. That would have been fun to actually read and just experience it for myself. But we knew that Bruce Banner's coming back as the Hulk, and he is returning. This is how he is returning, and this certainly does feel like it is the swan song of the current Marvel era. I feel like something at the end of this is going to reset, and we will finally have the proper characters. We'll see Bruce Banner be the actual Hulk. We'll see, obviously, Thor Odinson be Thor. He will be Thor. It won't be Jane Foster. And all of this will be reset, and hopefully we'll see the end of Squirrel Girl, who absolutely sucks. But you know what? Reading this, it's about, like, what, £3? Or I'm not sure what it is in dollars. But it's quite a lot each week to actually buy. And it is a lot to commit to. And if you miss one issue, you're going to have a bit of trouble catching up and things like that. So maybe take a few comics off or whatever if you want to catch up with this. But next up, we've got The Flash 40, and I have been loving The Flash. I'm biased. I am a big Flash guy. I'm a huge sort of Flash fan, you know, and I am biased. But this issue was really good. And I did do a video on the Flash Annual a couple of weeks ago, which was really fun. And this is the culmination to the Raijin, the Grodd, and the kind of negative Speed Force storyline. It's getting weird. It's getting a bit too much that Grodd is convincing these villains to get the Speed Force from Barry. I find that a bit too ridiculous, but I like the effect that it's going to have, because Wally West is now the hero of Central City. He is Central City's Flash once more. He is the Flash again. He is the Flash, and that's quite big. So a lot of people probably weren't happy that Barry Allen had returned and Wally West changed to being a supporting character and, well, was pretty much gone during kind of New 52. And his return here now, what is going to happen? This is a huge paradigm shift. And will Barry get his powers back? Yes, he probably will at some point. But I did really like this issue, and it's leading up to something huge, and it's really been non-stop. I've loved I reckon I probably have actually loved every single issue of Flash Rebirth since it kind of, the numbering changed and things like that. There hasn't really been a bad issue, but then again, I may be a bit biased with this, but it has been fun. The artwork, I don't really click with the artwork here, to be honest, with the Flash. I'm not really a big fan of it. I find it a bit too kind of sketchy and things like that. I'm not really, but then again, it is the Flash, he's moving fast, and I can understand that artwork matches up with the character. And next up, we've got Detectives number 974, and I kind of dropped off. I've been reading every issue, and I've absolutely loved it since kind of the Rebirth era, so to speak, this new era of Detective Comics. I've liked the Bat Family, I've liked Batwoman, I've liked the whole Tim Drake, like, kind of timeline story. It's been really cool. But I didn't really like the Clayface storyline, him being evil, and Batwoman has made the decision to kill him because he was going to go and rampage and things like that. And I feel like they've done a disservice. The whole thing was Clayface kind of coming into his own and actually being a good guy. But here, they have kind of undone all of that work, in my opinion, to make Basil a good guy. But this makes sense because it's now fractured. The Bat Family is fractured, and Batwoman is now having her father in her ear again, and possibly we'll see an antagonist with Batwoman now being turned against. So we've probably got kind of Lucius, we've got Jason Todd as well on her side, so we could see a Bat Family civil war going on, and we've got the dude in the background with his timeline, and he's engineering all of this, and It's pretty cool. I'm excited. I'm glad to see the end of this. I never liked the kind of victim syndicate or whatever. Didn't like that. Really didn't like that at all. I found it really cheesy. I found the designs in that just really kind of harsh, and the outfits and things like that. I never really liked the storyline or the characters whatsoever. But I'm glad we're moving on to a new direction here, and this will be really cool to read. It'll be really fun and treading new ground. Now, next up, we've got Marvel 2-in-1 issue 3. So this was weird. So we've got a look into why the Thing and Johnny are having their powers reduced, and it turns out their powers are connected to each other. So if 2 of 4 are gone, well, they're going to reduce by, well, 50%, technically. That's me reading into it. But this was a really fun issue. The artwork is amazing. Chip Zdarsky writes these characters amazingly. I really do like the way they're written. I really do connect with them. I feel a big connection to this comic. It's just real fun. It's kind of interesting. It's grounded. It's not too complicated. And really, they're searching for their friends. So this really is a highlight for me this week. A real highlight that I would recommend going and reading, probably above anything else. Maybe even The Flash. And it was just real fun read. A great read. And I'm excited to see the Fantastic Four return and then find them and bring them back to save. Hopefully they'll come back and save the Avengers in Avengers No Surrender, perhaps. That's me probably reading too much into it as well. But finally we have the DC Metal, the Dark Knights Metal, the Wild Hunt, which was just weird. It was just absolutely bizarre. I felt like I was reading the absolute weirdness possibly of Multiversity combined with Final Crisis. It just felt kind of kooky for kooky's sake. And really, the trope here of Metal is always the heroes thinking they're doing well, and then the Batman who laughs comes out and said, oh, actually, that's how I wanted to do it, and then screws them over. I want to see them actually get a win over these. We'll probably get it in the combination in Dark Knights Metal number 6, perhaps. Hopefully we'll do. But this was a really odd issue. The story was a bit nonsensical, with Red Tornado and Detective Chimp as well. Just really odd. But it was a curious read, to say the least. And I really don't like what they've done with DC Metals, where they actually have major things happen outside of the main issues. So we've had things like the Red Death. He's gone. He's dead. He's been destroyed. And it was all part of the plan. And now he's one of the Dark Knights, and now he's gone. So people who haven't picked this up, or may have missed it, will be confused what's happening in 6. But whatever. They want to sell books. They're a business at the end of the day, so yeah. But that is it for this video. Please drop a like. Please subscribe. If you want a second episode of this next Sunday, do smash a like on it. Do comment below. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.